Hey, it's the after show. Thanks so much for supporting me. Hey, 3 videos this week for you guys. Least I can do for you is you keep me around. And I'm finally going to talk about this dingus iPad and like what the heck is this all about? Context, this is a 4th gen. You can tell it's the very first with the lightning connector. And it was far superior to the 3rd gen because that thing was a stodgy, slow piece of junk because they put a screen on it and didn't power it properly. I've owned this since it was brand new. I used this all through university. Like, it has had a full life. Yes, it actually has a dent on it. Oh, look, you can see how old this is getting. That just did that then. Oh dear. Crumbling before our very eyes. See that dent there? That wasn't done on the channel. That actually fell off the music stand at a Denny Hines concert. That was pretty exciting to be a part of. But there is a dent here, and that's definitely new, so oh well. But look, it's mint under here. So this guy had a full life with me. All through university, all my gigs and shows, I was using these for chart reading. I'd come again on this genius. Like, this is the cover that I got with it because the green and white, oh, I love green. I like green. And then when it got to that point where I think the iPad Air had just come out, and so I grabbed one of them because, you know, I wanted the extra performance. I used it so much, you know, and I was working as a teacher as well. It's really good for students and exercises. This went to my mum. And then honestly, it had a full life again, doing Facebook and PDF reading and just chatting with people. And she used it right up until Facebook would barely load. Like, she stuck it out. It was when she found herself using her like iPhone XR, I think. You know, she was using that more than this. But it wasn't done yet. It had another life again. It was then the PDF cookbook reader in the kitchen. It lived there for another couple of years. Remember, this guy is like, oh, what, 7, 8 years old now? It's old. Look at that bezel on this baby. And then when it was then too slow to be even good for that, like, it was just hanging around the house at mum's, and mum asked me, do you want it back? And I was like, sure. And trust me, when I got it back, this was soaked in like oil residue. It's just what happens, you know, like it just settles down on things. I had to take the iPad out and put this case in the bath and scrub it like in, oh wow, it took so long. It's amazing how well it's held up. So when you see this in the first videos of mine, it was fresh from getting a scrubbing. But why is it here? Why is it on this table? Well, number one, it's so effing slow, it's useless. And when I was originally fixing iPods for like to sell on eBay, which I'm not doing anymore, sorry, I just don't have the time. What I noticed was that jewelry makers would use a leather bench top to work on because I had extra grip. You know, these little nuggets are pretty slippery, and this is like a fake leather, so it's still like, you know, pretty grippy. Kickflip. Oh, hang on. That'll do. And honestly, I liked how it looked on this table, with the green and the white, and against this shade of wood beneath my iMac that's right here, which is like my workstation for fixing iPods. And you know, like I have notes on here that I read from if I'm doing reviews, like all this week. It just looked good sitting here, and then I found myself just working on top of it because again, it was nice and grippy. It's a little bit soft. And then when I started doing the videos, I like how it looks in the thumbnails. Just this big green slab. And also, what I like is the contrast. The thing that you're focused on, which is this item, like really jumps out against the green. But there is a more practical reason as well. These are all filmed on my iPhone, and actually my current iPad is recording off of a desk just off to the side here. It's all pretty low rent around here, guys. And I didn't have a means of seeing what I'm filming because I'm looking down here and the phone's up here. So I didn't really know if I was in shot or not. And this iPad is like centered in a way that if I'm on the iPad, I'm in shot. So there's sometimes I'll be sitting down and like I'll be working really close and I don't have to focus if I'm in shot because if I'm on the iPad, I'm in shot. And you know what? It's just turned into a big part of the videos, which is nuts. I really would like to find another one of these Apple genuine green cases. I can't seem to find them. Maybe in the States they're easy to find. Love to find a stack of them, so every time they get worn out, I could put like a number 1 and then like throw it in a pile, and then it's like number 2. Maybe there's like a small fire in here one day, and you know, that'd be fun. And also, you've never noticed this, look, the unblinking eye of the iPad has always been watching this whole time, and it's really fun if I have it like this. You guys really notice when like the iPad's been flipped accidentally. I don't intend to do it. Man, like, I think this is running like iOS 7 or something. It still syncs up to Mail. It syncs up to iCloud. You know, it does work. It's just a little bit too slow for my liking. I just leave this tape here because it's honestly what it's mainly used for. Yes, I could have these graphics just put in, you know, during editing, but I like that I can see them here in the video and point at them, and then, you know, it saves video editing as well. Amazingly, these were airdropped over, like from my latest Mac. Yeah, iPad 4 can do airdrop. So I make these on my main editing rig and then just beam them over. Like, love or hate Apple, but dang it, they keep their old stuff around. This iMac here is from '07, and this does like all the notes and iCloud syncing. I'll write out notes and things on my current iPad with the keyboard, and it just appears on my ancient devices to sync and talk with. You know, hey Microsoft, how's that Zune support coming? Hey? Hey? Yeah, that's what I thought. But anyways, I know this was a bit of a short after show. I mean, 3 videos this week was a bit of a stretch, but just so many people ask about this iPad. Yep, it works. There is nothing wrong with it. It holds a charge beautifully, and any years that get sad when I'm like one-gridding things on top of it, just know it's up to its 5th life now. It's been a university student's study aid. It's been a reading PDF for a gigging musician. It's been a teacher's aid in a classroom. It's lived a life through Facebook as a PDF cookbook reader, and actually look, number 6, it's now a prop in a YouTube channel. Yeah, go you, baby. I know you're watching the whole time. But anyways, thanks so much for the support. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time.